And welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the boys in blue. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time, ball 1.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, this is one of those guys that's got to keep the ball down in the strike zone. He's never going to overpower you. He just needs to use that sinking fastball and the changeup to get guys to hit the ball on the ground. Watch as this game goes along, the ground ball to fly ball ratio.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well.
Kershaw into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Chris Bryant comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Anthony Rizzo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Looking to strike out the side to begin the ball game. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Ben Zobrist set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Here it comes, 1-0. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To 2-2 now. Now a snap throw to first, but the runner's back easily. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Jake Arrieta is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Chase Utley comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Dodgers, Second baseman, Chase Utley.
Line drive to center field. Fowler is there, and he has it for the first out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching Adrian Gonzalez. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Into the box, Corey Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
They tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Hard hit ball to second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
That was a pretty heavy sinker that time. He runs it in there about mid-thigh, and that's just a great job of hitting to be able to turn that one around.
Justin Turner takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. This is in the air to right. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. Defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Adrian Gonzalez set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
Up high, 2-1 now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
2 out with the man at first. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Coming to the plate now, Yasmani Grandal. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he lays off there 1-0. Two down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
Boy, he hasn't been able to find the target with any regularity, so you can't afford to bail him out by chasing bad pitches.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Two men are on with two men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Josh Reddick steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, high score.
Yeah, guys, and it's always nice to play with that early lead, so we'll see if he can get it done right here.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Addison Russell will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Kershaw gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And he falls behind 0-2. The Wind-up and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike.
Hot shot to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Batting seventh, left fielder, number 40.
Number 40 settles into the box for his first chance. He's set. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. Oh and 1 count, and the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. That's popped up out towards short right field. Reddick coming on. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting eighth, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back.
Simple throw over there.
And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Number 60 will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
Number 60.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
Tap foul at home plate. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy up, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
And this will bear watching as the game goes on. You know, if he's going to have success here, a lot of it's going to hinge on how he can locate his sinker. That one's too far up in the strike zone. A belt-high sinker is not much more than a flat fastball.
Standing in now, Clayton Kershaw. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. The tag gets one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley, as he'll take a look at ball one.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
A 1-0 delivery. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Fowler. And the inning is over. One left for L.A. We'll move to the third with no score. Miguel Montero is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Miguel Montero.
Kershaw looks in. Here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike one. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Peterson. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
Stepping in, Jake Arrieta, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. Two out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Corey Seager digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. And he misses with it. 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
One and one, here it comes. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder is on the move. 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
That's what you do against a sinker ball. If that ball's fading away, go right back up the middle with it. He just bounces this one right into center field.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and stepping in now, the slugging first baseman Adrian Gonzalez. First delivery to him on the way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Runner goes for second. On the ground to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's 2 walks now here in this 3rd inning. I mean, it seems like he's having a hard time picking up the catcher right now.
Number 60 steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
From the stretch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Here comes the 1-0. He pulls this one into right, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, you got a good pitch to hit. This is out over the plate, and he knows just what to do with it. Drives this one to right field and picks up that RBI from third.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
3-2 with the bases loaded. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. And he'll just put the tag on him, and he's out trying to steal home. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Kershaw's ready. First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is the left fielder. He's got it one away.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0.
Up top, it's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally, this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Huh. Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up at the plate, no doubt.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And you know what? You hate giving up walks, but with a 1-run lead and a guy like this up there, better to put him on first than to challenge him and give him a shot to tie the ball game.
Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially for a guy in this part of the lineup.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. One there. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Clayton Kershaw will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Grounded to third. Bryant's got it. A quick out number 1.
The second baseman, number 26, Chase Utley.
Chase Utley will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Here's Corey Seager, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. And he is in there.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Now in the box, Adrian Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
One and one.
Count 1-1.
One run, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Addison Russell heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
You know, you always worry about the pitcher in a situation like this because he's the closest one to the action. So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge anything that comes his way. But he concentrates well enough to get the baseball and throw the guy out at first.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Number 40 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here. And you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Hit hard to short. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. Yasmani Grandal comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Arrieta into the windup. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Popped high in the air. Bryant will wait on it. 1 down.
Well, usually when you get guys to pop up, it means that you've got them off balance, and he's been able to mix things up all night long.
Josh Reddick stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Little chopper back his way. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Stepping in now, number 60. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Miguel Montero will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Jake Arrieta is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Dexter Fowler stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a curveball that backs him off the plate. It's ball 1. Ball 2-0. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
And you don't want to put this guy on as the tying run because he'd have a ton of speed over there at first base.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We'll come right back with more from Dodger Stadium in just a moment. Jock Peterson will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Arrieta's got his target. Here's the 1-2. Got him.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Into the box now, Clayton Kershaw. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive. Foul.
That's a foul ball.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Chase Utley will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And that misses 2-2. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Corey Seager will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball right side. Zobrist is able to get there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. LA's on top, 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Chris Bryant will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on Show Track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And he misses again, 2-0.
But one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Squared that one up just a little late. Kershaw still unscored upon here through 6 1/3 innings. And here's a ball hit in the air. Grandal has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chopped in front of home plate. Grandal gonna have to hurry. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Travis Wood will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Travis Wood.
Justin Turner will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next.
Justin Turner.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. Hard hit ball to second, and there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Wood sets, coming at him with the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for one. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. One hit's all they get. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Cubs nothing. Addison Russell comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the first pitch to him. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. It's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Jason Hayward will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's a high pop-up. Gonzalez is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting.
1 gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just 1 hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Number 40 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way.
Nope.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Ball 2.
2-2.
2 out, nobody on. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now, carving him up as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Josh Reddick.
Leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Wood into the windup, ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Oh, he had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now. Just hung in there on that one. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
In now, number 60. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Tough start to the inning now. This one just gets away from him, and now he's in a real hole with 2 on and nobody out.
Here's Jock Peterson now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and reined in, 1 away.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Clayton Kershaw will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And now the bunt attempt from Kershaw, and it looks to be a good one. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And with 1 out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put one down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And making his way in is the second baseman, Chase Utley. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fowler moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're up 1-0. Back in the entertainment capital of the world with baseball on the show. Thanks for joining us as we're set for what remains in this one. Javier Baez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game. And the count will be full. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
This is not the way you want to start the 9th inning on the mound. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Now in a 1-run game, that puts a tying run on base to start things out.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
74, Kenley Jansen.
Tommy La Stella will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
Caesar.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Jansen comes set. Here's the delivery. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back standing. Runners on first with one down. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Number 60 will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Chris Bryant. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. In line for the victory is Clayton Kershaw, should the lead hold. One 0 count. Here it is. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw not in time as he steals second. Trying to hold the lead. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
So striding in, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
He's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. There's the strike. It's 2-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. One strike from the shutout. Here it comes. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Oh, this is for sure the at-bat of the night so far.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Ben Zobrist will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Lays off 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking to keep the shutout intact. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Struck him out. So a great job of working out a certain danger as he strands the possible tying and winning runs on base. And the ball game is over.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Clayton Kershaw. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 1-0. Good night from Los Angeles.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Clayton Kershaw. Credit the save to Kenley Jansen. The loss goes to Jake Arrieta. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.